Hello, everyone. I will give people a few minutes to log on. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is having a productive week so far. Okay, all right, so let's get going. So Amber Williams here, founder and CEO of Punky Flair. Punky Flair is a brand shop dedicated to helping young brands uncover the stories they have that sell. I am joined by my beautiful daughter, Kaden Ari, who just woke up from a nap, so you'll have to bear with her and me throughout this live. We are in what used to be my office that I'm slowly losing to her. So you can see different remnants of me still left. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Today is Tip Tuesday, so I wanted to just share with you some tips around understanding your customer. So if you know me or if you've been following me for the past couple weeks or just ever in life, you know that my process and my kind of perspective on brand story really centers around the customer, right? All great companies, all stellar businesses build their companies, their solutions, their everything around the customer. And so today we're going to chat about putting your customer's perspective into perspective in your own brand marketing. And so what do I mean by that? When you or we talk about perspective, we're really talking about viewpoint. She's getting excited. We're really talking about viewpoint and understanding your customer's viewpoint. And so that's important because if you can understand your customer's viewpoint on life, on the problems that they're having, then you can really super personalize that messaging that you have to sell the products that you have to offer to solve that problem for your customers. And so having an understanding of their perspective allows you to meet them where they are at different places in their customer journey. So you can continue to solve their problems as they progress throughout life. And so I'm going to give you 3 ways to do that today. And so I'm sure that you've already done some background work around understanding, the basics around your customer. So demographics like how old they are, whether they're male or female, what some of their preferences might be, where they live, their household income, all of those basics. I'm sure that you've taken the time to do your due diligence around that, and that is important. What I want you to do is to think about taking it a step further so that when you do start to market to them in this super personalized way, you can understand how to hit the root of the problem through your messaging. And so understanding their perspective first starts with getting to an understanding of why they're having the problem that they're having, right? So think about not just the problem they're having, but how the problem is making them feel. So step 1, what is the problem that your customers are having, and what is the resulting emotion from that problem? Are they frustrated? Are they sad? Do they feel insecure? How exactly is the problem that they're having making them feel? And it's important to understand that because in your own marketing, you want to sell the opposite emotion of that problem. So if your customer is feeling insecure because of the problem that they're having, then you want to sell security or affirmation or assurance in your own messaging. And so take some time to figure out how the problem they're having is making them feel. Step 2, what are some of the driving forces that are causing them to feel this way? And this is so important because it centers around what's happening in the world around them, right? So it's kind of the why to the why. And so what factors are in play in society that may be influencing the problem that they're having and influencing the emotions that they feel? So for example, I'm working with a really, really cool beauty retailer right now that sells products that are specific to Black and brown women who want options as they're shopping for beauty products, right? And so some of the external problems are, I can't find a foundation to match my skin tone, or I can't find options that I can, shop for a full face of makeup in one place. When I go to Sephora, I'm not getting it, right? And so that's kind of the external problem. And so if we take a look at step one, well, the emotion I'm feeling is not just frustration, but I'm feeling left out, right? I'm feeling left out of the beauty world. And so step two, in understanding the environment that's caused that, well, I'm living in an environment that kind of only has one definition of beauty. And so because of that, many of the brands that are out here, many of the brands that are widely celebrated don't include pictures of me, or they don't include options for me in their marketing. And so that's what's causing that frustration that I'm feeling. Does that make sense? So think about step two, what's happening in society, what's happening in the environment around those problems your customers are facing that are influencing that underlying emotion there. Again, getting to the idea of their perspective. Step three, and putting your customer's perspective into perspective, is figuring out, well, what are some of the values or beliefs that these customers have? Hi, Dominique. Thank you for joining. What are some of the values or beliefs that these customers have that are causing that conflict to arise, that are bringing about that problem and those emotions? So if you take the beauty example, if I'm not able to see myself in beauty imagery, if I'm not able to shop for foundations that match my skin, that conflicts with some of the values and beliefs that I have in beauty around beauty being for everyone, or, diversity being equal to beauty, or that everybody's face or skin tone should be celebrated in branding and in marketing. And so what are some of those values that your customers have that are conflicting with what they see happening in the business category that they're looking for products in? And so putting all those together, you're going to start to grasp why your customers really need you in their lives, right? If you stay at that surface level of just understanding the external problem, then anyone can speak to that, and they'll go to any brand that solves that external problem. But if you get to the root of their problem and truly understand their perspective, then you can start to tailor that messaging, and you can start to meet them where they are, not just in your messaging, but in your imagery, in your product, the solutions that you create, how your company innovates, right? How you feature your customers, how you make them a part of your story. So start to consider where your customer is coming from, right, in their viewpoint and in their perspective, so that you can craft a better brand story that truly sells to them today, tomorrow, and forever. So I hope that was helpful. Go to my website and subscribe to my email list. I'm going to be sending out a special holiday ebook gift to just people on my list this week. And it's going to give you some tips and tricks to get started with understanding your customer's perspective. And so thanks again for tuning in. Hope to talk to you soon. Feel free to leave a comment with any questions, or let me know what you want to chat about next week on Tip Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Talk soon. Bye.